This new studios, it's Twin Cities
I
Live.
had a couple of realizations that I wanted to talk to you about this week.
Yes.
So this was the other day, yesterday I think, wasn't it? Was it
It
yesterday?
was yesterday, yeah, yesterday morning.
So there are certain times in your life when you realize that you're no longer the age that you think you are in your head.
Correct.
Like, I kind of think I'm permanently 27. I think that's because I was 27 when I started working at KSTP, I figured. Now I'm 41. That's a long way from 27.
Yes, well,
27 Elizabeth was a whole different Elizabeth. Very fun, by the way.
You're fun now.
I'm not as fun as I was.
I mean, you went to bed at what, 8:30 the other night? That's fun.
So sad.
Super good times. So what happened?
Well, I realized while I was driving. So I was driving, and I've got this new car with all of the radio stations are like on the screen. I never had like a screen before. You know, this is very exciting for me. And so when I was seeing the radio station Cool 108 pop up, and I am jamming out. Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun, pops on the radio on Cool 108 as I am driving Bernie to school. Heathcliff was in the car as well, and I am like, kids, this is a banger. Crank it up, let's go.
Crank it up.
So we're like driving down Lexington and St. Paul, just like hitting it hard, so exciting. And then I realized that it says adult hits. Cool 108, adult hits. And I was like,
it didn't say oldies, so that's good.
it used to say that, I think,
know.
on Cool 108. And now, but I thought, I'm the target market. Like, I am now the target market for this radio station. It's fascinating. And then yesterday, Betsy Moline was on our show. She's our producer, and she does her Bachelor breakdowns. And it would like hit me in the gut when she was talking about one of the women who's vying for Zach's heart on The Bachelor. And Betsy was like, she's one of the oldest, she's 30.
Yeah, I'm with you. When
We both were like,
when she said that, I was like, what? The old person's 30? I'm 14 years past that. I'm ancient.
it's true.
Ancient.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
I love that story because it is relatable in the fact that I too feel like there have been times recently where I'm like, oh man, I am not as young as I used to be.
What age are you stuck at in your brain? Like, what age do you think, when you think like, hey, I'm Ben Leber, I am Ben freaking Leber. What age
Mike,
do you think you are?
Mike, do I really need to answer? I feel like I'm Tom Hanks in Big. I feel like I'm 13. You know?
Sometimes you act like it.
I know. Well, I think a lot of guys feel like that. And then, you know, the birthdays just keep coming. You're like, well, wait a minute. I'm still 13 in my brain.
Yeah.
So, yes, I mean, there was a time not too long ago where I used the term threw out my back.
I threw my back out.
Yeah,
what you said?
I threw my back out because I was, well, a couple times.
Okay.
What the worst one was I was in Green Bay at the hotel for the Vikings,
Okay.
getting a little pump on.
Of course, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
getting a little sweat in.
Yeah.
Doing air squats.
Okay.
And I go, oh. What happened? And I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I can push through this. It's fine. I just maybe like just strained something. And that sucker just kept locking up. And I just like hobbled back to my room. I had to lay on the hard floor.
No.
And I'm like, and it was like one of those things where like you're sweating just trying to put your shoe on or
Yeah.
sock on.
Yeah.
It was awful.
Yeah.
I threw my back out doing air squats.
You threw your back out doing an air squat.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm old.
You want to know about other things that happen, things that make you really feel like an adult? Like, you have a list. You have other stuff.
I have
that
a list. I have
happens
other
to
stuff. These are the other things that I came up with. Okay. Now I think about if I'm going to be in the car for a long time, where's the bathroom breaks?
you. Oh my gosh, you're my dad. Do you have like a prostate problem?
Maybe I do. The last time it was checked 2 years ago, I was fine. Okay.
You want to go into more details about that experience?
But
You feel okay?
no, I feel good. I might need one of those hair therapists. Okay. So now if I'm going to be on like a long road trip like I am on Friday and coming back Monday, I'm going to have to think about, boy, where are the rest stops?
You got to go.
Where are they?
You've got to go.
Car says it's got 400 more miles until it's out of gas, but boy, this guy has to go. Okay, the other thing, okay, I'm constantly turning lights off around the house.
Oh my gosh, you're my husband. I mean, it's like the amount of times that he's like, Does every light have to be
Every
on
light.
in this house?
Yeah.
Why are all the lights on? I was like, I don't know, because it's
Yeah.
dark and there's 5 people and we're using the rooms that we're in. I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I don't get it. The other one that I thought was just kind of funny is like I catch myself printing off web pages instead of instead the groans from the audience. Instead of having multiple tabs open,
Yeah.
like I was doing our health insurance stuff again this year in November, and I'm like, oh, these tabs, and like, I don't know, how do I compare all this stuff? And I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and screenshot that and print it. And then I had it all. I'm like, okay, well that's the comparison. Like, it's a lot easier. I don't know how these kids have all these tabs open. They're minimizing wind. I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. Okay. And the last one, and this one, Abby really just crushes me on. I now make the sounds when I sit down.
Oh, God.
So I'm just like, it's as if I just came off the Western Front. Oh. Oh. You're like, really? Do you need to make a noise every time you sit down? I'm like, I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh.
It's such a load off.
It is, but that's what happens because you're just thinking like, maybe you're feeling relieved that you're sitting down, and then subconsciously you're thinking, God, it's gonna be so hard when I have to get up next time.
The things I have to think about.
This is exhausting.
No,
Okay.
I don't do that.
Ben has also become really into birding, and so we made that graphic, and so we like to remind you.
I like to watch a few birds in our bird feeder. I'm not a birder. But you guys can keep rolling with that if you. What is? Oh, that's the eagle's nest or something.
Oh, wow. That's terrific. There was an egg just laid within the last couple of hours on the DNR's Eagle Cam. Did you know
That egg is moving.
No, that's sitting on the egg. That was the eagle sitting on the egg.
Wait, go back to that. Go back. I need to understand what I'm looking at. Oh, I get it. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't see the body of the. Okay.
You got it. The trick is Ben loves bird watching. He's just not that great at it.
I'm telling you, I'm
You're going to
terrible
get
at it.
there. A couple of other internet examples saying I was just resting my eyes, calling your kids by the wrong name, talking to or yelling at the television, guys. And if you don't tolerate clutter anymore, that means you are #adulting.
Adulting.
Adulting.
Yeah.
That's very
I don't
funny.
do clutter. You're not. No, that's one thing that you can jump on too.
Well, Jay's a psycho. He's psychotic. He's nuts. He's out of town, so I can talk about him freely. It feels so great. He is nuts. I mean, constantly. He's like, the walls are closing in on me in this house. Stop.
Get me out of this padded room.
This is what he does. I mean, he gets so worked up. And the older he gets, like by the time we are 80 years old and living in some sort of bungalow on the beach together,
Yeah.
I will be allowed to have like 6 objects. And that's it in the house. Because he just is going to be so minimalist. He's going to be like a minimalist monk. That's
See, I
gonna
thought
be
that
Jay.
was all from you.
No, it's him. He puts the pressure on me. I've gotten more that way because of him, but he's definitely the...
Man, I need to hear what your 6 items are going to be. We all kind of want to know. What could you live off of and survive off of in your house with your kids with only 6 items?
To be continued here on
Dun,
Twin
dun,
Cities
dun.
Live.